Hello, hello.
Oh man.
Oh, yes.
I'm saying that because
Yes. Hmm? Cause what? Ah,
wait, what?
yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I too
No,
loud?
stop it.
Am I
I
okay?
hit pause and it kept going. Alright, you're good.
Yeah. So, can you guys hear me okay? Am I not too loud?
I can hear
Yeah,
you
you're
fine.
good.
You're perfect volume right now, man.
Alright, perfect. So we shall.
Husky's having trouble with their mic.
Yeah. So, there was no there was no pre-show today because I'm late. So I had to kind of
Yeah,
rush
you
it.
are.
Yeah, I'm late. It's already 6.
Says,
So.
hey, everyone get on 5 minutes early. Doesn't get on 5 minutes early.
Womp womp.
Anyway,
Oh man.
yes. So, we're streaming right now, but this is still kind of a
Alright.
pre-show. I'm just waiting for people to show up. No one's really
That's
here
cool.
yet. Yeah. So this is just Kat Cafe is just kind of a chill hangout. Well, simple rules really. Just please no swearing, or if you do swear, just keep it to a minimum, please. No controversial topics. Just keep it chill. And it's okay if you deviate from the topic. Really, it's really okay. It's just the topic is more of a suggestion than a real, like it's not imposed.
I gotcha.
It's like a starting point.
Minutes in, we get into very controversial and completely off-topic topics.
No, please,
So
no.
like
Yeah. So today, you two, you and Dapsky, are both in a special series we have called The Arts. We usually have like normal cat cafes, but okay. We're starting a little series called The Arts, which is basically about every single type of art form. There's a mini series in Cat Cafe, so today's episode is games. We kind of touched the topic of games already, but we're trying to touch them in terms of art form. So you can talk about any kind of form of game, I guess.
alright.
Yeah. But, we're not gonna, you don't have to look up anything, you don't have to be professional. It's literally just a friendly hangout.
Alright, that's chill.
Dabsky, I know you're shy, but feel free to unmute whenever you want. You don't have to be
Trying
on
to fix their
podcast
mic.
all the time, but it would be
Trying to
nice
fix
if you
this
said.
mic.
Yeah. Dabsky, it's okay if you're shy, but I would recommend at least saying hello. But you can don't worry about being shy. It's okay. It is your first podcast.
Did they fix it?
I think so. Yeah. You seem fine.
He's unmuted, but I don't hear anything, so that gives me the feeling that he has in fact not fixed it.
Oh, gee, what gave you that idea, Dynamic?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a genius.
Yeah. So I met both of you.
None of us here are geniuses.
Yeah,
let's,
no.
let's just be
Let's
honest
be
here.
honest,
None of
yeah.
us here are geniuses.
Yeah, that's being pretty honest. So, I don't think anyone here is a game expert. At least, gaming expert is different, but I don't think anyone here is a real game expert in terms of creating or managing.
We believe that is
So
accurate.
what is your definition of game expert?
Someone who makes
Someone who makes the
games.
game.
Yeah, someone who makes the game, who
Ah,
manages
yes.
them,
I
constructs them.
I have indeed not made a game yet.
Yes. So we already got 2 viewers, so how about we start off? You guys ready?
Alright,
Yeah.
sure.
Alright.
So like you
So-
got like some questions or like we just
Yeah.
kind of start talking?
So,
or-
hello everyone, and welcome to the Cat Cafe. This is a weekly podcast streamed live on Twitch where we talk about lighthearted topics that'll make you scratch your head, or wherever you really scratch. Today's topic
We
is...
should really change that.
Yeah, I
He's
guess.
giving his intro.
So, today's topic is the second part of a mini-series here on Cat Cafe called The Arts, where we touch about just about every single type of art form so far. Today's topic is games, and yes, we did touch on games in general on a previous episode, but this is different. This is talking about games in terms of art. Are they an art form? Do people consider them an art form? Etc. etc. So I'm here with Bama Barif, who you've seen before. I'm here with Dynamic,
What?
who is a new speaker, Dynamic. And
What
I'm
up?
here with Dabsky, who is also a new speaker. So welcome, Dynamic and Dabsky. Hopefully you guys have fun on the podcast. Don't worry about being shy. That's fine. That's as long as you're here, that's all that counts. So
Ski's having trouble with their mic, so that's why they're quiet.
yeah, that's fine. It's okay. They can take your time. There's no rush. Now, I do have a question for you, Dynamic. Since you are
me up.
a new speaker, we asked this to all new speakers: coffee or tea? What do you prefer from the Kat
Definitely
Cafe?
coffee.
Coffee,
Definitely
yes, we got another coffee person. Finally, we finally got.
Although,
another-
hey, some tea is good too, but coffee takes the win.
Yes, you're the only person other than me and Furry. Everyone else likes tea, so it's nice to have another coffee bean lover here. Yeah.
Coffee's the way to be.
Yeah, coffee's the way to be. Coffee's the way to bean. Ha 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 ha.
Pictures of beans in places that beans should not be.
Oh god, no, not that meme. So guys, feel free to ask questions in the chat. Feel free to say hi if you want to. We're here. Well, I think we're gonna start off with the first question, which should be a bit of a deep one. At least I think it's a little bit deep. Do you
Watch
consider
out, gamers.
Yes, watch out, gamers. Do you consider games to be an art form? Doesn't have to be just video games, just games in general.
I definitely do. There's a lot of work and creativity that goes into making games.
Cool. So are you, Bama?
I'm kind of the same, but I would consider video games to be a little more higher up on the spectrum, I guess,
Higher up on the spectrum in terms of what?
of how artistic they are. Like board games and stuff like that can be artistic, but I don't know. Video games just seem like they can express more.
Yeah, I think I agree with on that because I don't know. Board games definitely have their own art style. You know, you gotta like make like if it's like pieces and stuff, you gotta think of ideas for the pieces. You gotta think of the art style for the board and stuff. But like a video game is like has like so much types of art in it. You got like music design in it. You've got like
design.
level design. You've got like general game art style and models and
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of different art
lots
forms
of stuff behind
integrated
it,
into
yeah.
it. It's like
One of
a-
my favorite games that actually have very unique visuals that have recently came out. And this is gonna sound crazy, but Dragon Ball Fighter Z, that was awesome. It looks 2D, but
Yeah.
it's it's 3D. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, have you guys seen the talk about that? Talk about sorry to interrupt you, Bama. You've all seen the Borderlands 3 trailer, right?
actually
Seen
I've
it.
not.
Oh my god, you need to see that. It's in the chain link fence if you want to check.
Borderlands is also another one that looks 2D,
Yeah, if
but
you
it's
want-
3D. But the 3D is a little more obvious.
If you want to check out Dynamic, it's in chain link fence, so you can check it out if you want to.
Chain link fence.
But it's my god, is it mirrors Borderlands? The art style, the like, what would you call it? Not the art style, like the visual style is very unique to the game. And I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, well, it's very identifiable. Like you see something that's from Borderlands, and you know that it's from Borderlands, like
Yeah.
without being told.
Yeah, like it's. I think that. I don't know why I haven't seen a lot of games like even after Borderlands, even the first one. Like no game has come as close as being visually identifiable as Borderlands. I think other than Minecraft, really, because of course it is.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you could really argue that. I mean,
We're forgetting about the best visual representation of video games ever.
What's that?
Team Fortress 2.
Oh.
yeah, I was
Well,
actually about
yeah.
to point
You
that
can
out
easily
too.
tell what Team
TF2,
Fortress 2 is just by looking at it.
Yeah, that's
TF2
true.
has so much amazing identifiability. Like the thought process that went into it, like without even like playing the game, you can look at a person and kind like any like first of all, it's very easy to distinguish like between which is the enemies and which are your friendlies.
I know,
They make
and
that
okay.
very obvious.
Can we just make
And
the art?
yeah, go
Unless
ahead.
you end up getting stuck
No,
on the
no.
same team all the time,
Yeah.
then
Finish-
it's like then it's really hard.
No, go ahead and finish
If
your
you're
idea,
always
Dynamic.
stuck on red, then you're suddenly on blue. You look at blue and you're like, oh my god, I'm at the enemy spawn. I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm blue. Shoot.
No, wait, what were you saying, Dynamic? Sorry.
Oh, like also they I've seen like a thing on just like how the art style of TF2 is like so awesome because like one of the things is like first of all, there's like the red and blue, and that very obviously distinguishes between who is who. And also, the soldiers and like all of the characters in Team Fortress 2, they stand out really easily from the environment because of how bright and like how um,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
out there they are. Like there's a lot of and like almost you can kind of like tell the function of a class roughly like just by looking at it. Like you can kind of like like the spy, he's like in a ski mask and stuff. You obviously can tell he's very sneaky and stuff like that. And then
And
he's more of like the infiltration type guy. There's soldier and like he's like this big buff American dude who's got a rocket launcher. Obviously you can tell that you probably want to stay away from him.
yeah, and I think
You can
also
tell he's gonna come out of nowhere from
and
the
talk-
sky.
and
Yeah, the
talking
pyro
okay.
has that big
Oh, yeah, the
flamethrower.
pyro.
That
Jeez.
you see a pyro,
You're never gonna have a bad
You
Like
better
time.
the
run.
fast Boston boy who can't take no hits.
Yeah.
And then even the scout who like you think would maybe even be like one of the blandest ones, like you can tell by like
Oh,
just
no.
looking
No.
at him that like he's supposed to be more agile
Yeah.
and like by a smaller hitbox, and he looks like he would be weaker, which he is, but also faster, which he also is. Like it's just really well
It's like-
thought out
Yeah,
by
and
Valve.
I have not. Me being well, I'm an animation student right now. I'm in college for animation, and I have been like in 5 classes that have used TF2 as reference for good silhouettes, good game design, good music. Like it's been used in a lot of different examples in my college, and I have to agree because I mean,
And you know,
Purposely
the
made
biggest-
the silhouette very distinguishable.
very. That's one of the biggest examples that I've seen TF2 used as is silhouettes, because what you're talking about dynamic, at least from my experience in college, TF2 has been used by my professors for silhouettes because of that exact reason you were saying. And I think one of the biggest things that makes TF2 kind of so identifiable is also the engine, because the way the engine kind of handles light and shapes and rendering is very unique to that specific game. And I know that Half-Life and other games use that engine too, but TF2 has a certain lighting to it that just I can't really see to have. I don't really see any other game. It's like it's merely TF2, and the thing is, can we just make the argument that TF2 is a better competitive? It's a better what's it called? It's a better esports game than Overwatch. Overwatch is a fine game if you like. If you like
Well, I don't know.
Overwatch, it's
Whoa!
fine.
You said we can't talk
Team
about
Fortress 2 is-
controversial stuff.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, let's
You're right.
like put my 2 cents in that little idea real quick.
Alright. Overwatch is a fun game. I enjoy Overwatch, by the way. It's a
Team For-
great game.
Team Fortress 2 is a fun game,
Yeah.
but on the competitive side, we all know it's broken, especially when it comes to
Yeah.
its actual competitive mode.
Oh god, yeah.
The random
competitive.
crits.
Well,
very
you
really
know,
balanced.
competitive doesn't have random crits, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. And it doesn't have.
I did not
random-
know that. I
and it
didn't know
doesn't
that. I
have
don't
bullet
play
spread either.
competitive.
Like it has bullet
Yeah,
spread,
so
just not like random
I'll-
bullet spread.
I will say that Team Fortress 2, in the terms of its competitive mode, used to be really, really poopy. All right, but now it's actually a lot better. I'd say it's worth playing now. The wait times aren't infinite now. You're getting matches fairly quickly. The games are pretty solid, and matches you by rank like most competitive things do. And I'd
Yeah.
say it's still a pretty solid competitive game. I wish that more things would use it for like
Yeah.
esports and stuff. Although I won't try and make an argument that it's better than Overwatch necessarily.
no,
I
I'm
mean,
not
it
saying that.
might be, it might not be. I don't really care.
It's more.
I mean,
personal
they're both
opinion,
good
really.
games. They're both fun to play. I
It's
personally
more
haven't really done that
preference,
much
really.
Overwatch, but
I think they're pretty much kind of equal in their own different way, but I don't really think one's better than the other. But I will say
mean,
this though.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh god, I lost it. I will say this though, that TF2
Overwatch
definitely
sucks.
is much
I'm
more.
joking. I'm joking.
TF2 has definitely withstood the test of time. It's been around for what, 11
Oh, yeah.
years now.
So the two unstoppable games that are like ageless are Team Fortress 2 and Minecraft. Those two
Yes.
games have just been like the
Yeah,
best games
definitely.
forever.
Yes.
I won't say that. I'm not saying the best game actually, but they really do hold up throughout time. They're ageless. They just keep on going, and they still remain having players. And
Yeah,
it's
TF2
nice.
is still TF2. I think is still one of the most played games on Steam. So yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. It's beat out by like Dota 2 and like CS:GO, but
I
like
haven't
it's
played
still
Dota.
pretty up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's some sort of
Yeah,
what's
Dynamic.
it called? It's like a
We really need to play TF2 again. It's been a while.
yeah. I actually just got off TF2. I'm
Um,
editing a montage actually in the background
ooh,
right now.
you can leave the link in the
Is
chain
it
of
your
events.
Sandman? Is it your Sandman flying guillotine?
Oh my god.
Actually, I
dead
am
combo.
what you might call a spy main.
I am what you may call a skunt.
Oh no!
I am a
And
skunt
I've
main.
put quite a lot of practice into it, and I've gotten, I'd say, at least fairly good. I'm not gonna say that I'm like super good, but
And we're all
I can get
decent at spy. Let's just
Yeah.
put that out there.
Nah, I'm bad at
I
spy.
can get
No.
I can
mean,
get everyone in a game at least about 5 times.
yeah, no. Dynamic's a pretty good spy main. I gotta admit, he's pretty good.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a skunt.
and
I'm
I've
a skunt
improved a
main,
lot
but-
since we've last
Really?
we've last played too. Like
Yeah, I'm a skunt main, but I'm still pretty bad at the game. So, yeah. I've just been playing.
Hey, I
a
mean,
lot
it just
other
takes
games.
time and see. One thing though about Team Fortress 2 is it is absolutely garbage at introducing new players, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that sucks.
Just joining into the game, learning the mechanics can be
Yeah.
really difficult because there isn't really a real tutorial. There's like that thing that they have in there that doesn't really teach you anything.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, shoot with your primary. It does
And it
good
only
damage.
teaches you 4 out of the. It only teaches you 4 out of the 9 classes. That's
Yeah, but,
even
like-
worse.
Yeah, but I think it teaches like spy, demo man, soldier, and who else? It doesn't teach you like heavy, and doesn't teach you scout. Doesn't.
No,
teach
it
you...
doesn't teach you spy. I'm pretty sure. It's
Oh, it
I know it's demo, and so I know soldier's the first one. I'm pretty sure.
A soldier, spy. No, soldier, demo, spy, NG. Because I actually.
Soldier spy.
Hey Dapsky,
Yeah,
you,
spy's in there. I
you
actually
okay with your mic?
completed
Sorry.
the tutorial stuff, so I just finished it a while back. I'm sorry, I just wanted to finish that.
No, it's fine. Dapsky, you doing okay? Kind of silent.
Did you wake up?
Oh, hello
there he
there,
is.
sir.
Oh, dang.
Pleasure to have you on the show.
Colonel.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you.
Colonel.
So, what games have you been playing recently?
Oh my
Me?
God.
Yeah.
Probably just Minecraft and that's it.
That's respectable, man.
Yeah, that's respectable. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft too. I've been trying to learn 1.13 commands, which are really different to 1.12.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, so I play a lot of modded 1.7.10.
Oh wow, that's an. I
It's
remember.
a
mods
kind
back
of
then.
old version, but like all the best mods are still on that
Yeah,
version.
that's what I'm
so
saying.
why
They
it's
should
so
really
good.
update the mods for Minecraft.
And my favorite version still, like before they started Minecraft started being all wacky from Microsoft and stuff, was
Yicky.
1.8.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
that's
liked
true.
1.8, but unfortunately the mods ain't really up on 1.8. They're all on 1.7.
Yeah.
No, I won't say all, but enough of them won't update past it to me wanting to play past
I will
1.7.10. There's
say,
actually
though-
a lot of mods actually have now abandoned 1.7.10. They're calling it like a dead version and stuff, but like a lot of things won't update past it, so that's why I stay on it.
I will say though, 1.13 is a pretty. I mean, it's pretty broken in terms of optimization, but it's a pretty fun update. If you have Optifine,
Is it?
if you have Optifine with it, it can be pretty fun. I will admit, there's a lot of
But,
stuff.
yeah, I set up recently another Discord server that I have like just some friends from school. We just like hop up on a server and we just play some modded Minecraft together, and it's pretty wholesome and fun.
Ooh,
I can't
wanna join.
relate.
I might let you because they're kind of starting to not play very much now because one of
Yeah.
them got tired of it. The other one, their account broke, and then
I
one
can't-
is working all the time. So,
Yeah, I'm always working, so I might be offline a lot because.
so
Once
I
I
should
fit-
just add another person who won't play then.
Kind of, but no, I would try to join
I don't
definitely.
even play Minecraft anymore.
You don't
I
put-
might
oh,
if-
man.
I might play it
you're
if like you
missing out,
started a
man.
series about it. You might have. I might play it if you start another series. Started another series that had Minecraft.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about making like a little YouTube
but
series of Minecraft.
Otherwise,
but
I'm just kind of sitting back waiting for the next update.
Hey man,
Thing-
I will totally hop on that if you're
Yeah.
trying to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I will say though that I just don't want to seem like that cringy YouTuber. But I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like I think it would be wholesome. It definitely would be.
Minecraft's the only game I can play because I don't have anything else other than a phone.
Fun.
Wait, is it a phone? You don't
wait,
have like.
do you play like
No, I
Bedrock
don't.
Edition?
Do what?
Like, do you play it on your phone though, or is it like on the computer?
It's on my phone. I don't have a computer.
Okay.
Oh, then you can't join us.
Oh, but
I know, it
there is a
sucks.
good game though that you could play. Have you seen Fun Run 3? That's a good game.
Nope.
That's addicting game. Fun Run 3. You could probably play it. It's really fun. Also,
Oh,
that's
you know. Oh,
Yeah?
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you finish first.
Oh, all right. Well, a game that I just recently bought because I've heard that it's actually really good now compared to whenever it released, and No Man's Sky.
Oh, I've wanted to play that forever now. I just
Okay,
don't
here's
have
a
the
question
money.
about No Man's Sky. Actually, I need someone to clear this up. Did they
Wasn't that a
finally add
scam?
where you can go into space? They done that
No,
yet?
sorry, you can't go into
Spoilers.
space yet. Sorry.
Wasn't that game a
Then I
scam?
won't be paying
Scam?
money for it.
Really?
I heard it was like a scam or something when it came out.
Really? Why
It
so?
well, it people called it. I mean, it kind of really was because they really misled everyone in terms of what they thought it was going to be. People thought it was going to be more of like an MMO, like exploration game, and then whenever it released, it turned out to be more of a single player survival game, which people didn't want. And
Okay.
now it's coming closer to actually being that thing that people wanted whenever it first released. And it's made a major comeback because they could have just given up on the game after
Well, that's
everyone
good.
hated it, but they stuck with it, and it's turning out to be pretty all right.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. But the thing is, though, I need to ask this transition. That's actually a good transition. Where do you think the future of gaming is gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be on mobile? Do you think it's gonna be on like Switch type consoles, like consoles you can carry on the go? Do you think we'll
Well-
still have desktops where you just sit and you can't move it? Where do you think it's going?
I mean, I still think that most stuff will still be there won't be no consoles in the future or no things are gonna still kind of carry on. Although the future of the gaming, I still believe is mostly on PC
yeah.
because PC just has so much things you can do with it. There's not really a limit to what you can do besides what people think of to program, and that's where I think the biggest thing is. And also PC, no one's ever.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
It got too heated by the gamer talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway,
PCs are
we're recording. I'm gonna have to stitch this
the
together.
man is
All right, let me know whenever it's back. I'm gonna go
Censor
back to editing my spy montage.
I'm gonna go back to the gamer montage.
trying to censor.
think we're back.
Trying to silence our voices.
I think we're back. Hello, everyone. Sorry
are we?
about
Okay.
that. That was I don't know what happened. OBS just kind of crashed. So we're back. Sorry about that. Little short interruption.
What's up, gamers? This is Roblox Gaming 4K.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're live again.
We're gonna go
I
back
think
at it
so.
again with TF2 in Roblox. Let's
wait,
go.
wait,
Oh,
can we
gosh.
just time out for a second? Did you say 4K on a thing that's not even streaming video?
No, it is streaming video. It has a little background.
Oh, I thought it was just sound.
No.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
It's a video and audio experience.
Oh my
It's
god.
just a very minimalistic video.
Yeah. So just give me a second while I just fix everything. Is it working?
I mean, I can try and join your stream. Oh no, it's not there anymore. Cause it said it on like the Discord thing that you were streaming, and now it does not say that.
No, because like I usually turn that off, so if it did say I was streaming, that's good. So
I think
it
it's back.
technically works.
And it's
Ooh.
having trouble.
Twitch chat, let us know. Is it working or not? You guys there?
I'm looking at it right now, and I can see things
If
sort
you
of
can
going.
hear my voice, say gamer in chat.
I think the
What is up, fellow gambers? It is gambling time.
okay. Jeez. Hopefully everything goes well. That was embarrassing, but hopefully everything's fixed. Let me just make sure. Oh, jeez. This is all going to recording, by the way, so yes, you're gonna hear this on YouTube as well. If
This
you're
is
watching-
epic.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, don't worry, we're fine. It's just I suck. I'm bad at everything I do. But hopefully you guys.
Hey, that's no way to talk to yourself, gamer.
Well, I'm.
Gamer, rise up.
Gamer rise up. But the thing is, though, you're gonna hate me because I'm a Mac gamer.
Hey, from what the perspective of what you were saying was, is they just basically gave you a Mac for free, didn't they?
Yeah, not really. It's in my student loans, so
Oh.
it's free.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah, it's free, but not really.
It's less free.
It's less free.
Because interest.
Interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think we're back though. It seems to be working just fine.
Oh yeah, so in terms of Macs, if you get a really high-end Mac, they can still be pretty good for gaming, but the thing is the price compared to what you get out of it is
Yeah.
not very
Yeah.
cash money.
It's not very cash money. Yeah.
Not very plus ultra.
Yeah, it's
don't
so,
know,
you
like-
know, the thing is though,
That-
it says it's still going as if nothing happened on Twitch, but I doubt it.
And also another thing that I would say is because for you, you're using your MacBook also a lot for like animations and art and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And Macs are better with that sort of thing than PCs are. So
definitely.
for the other purposes you're using, I'd say that having a Mac is justifiable.
I mean, it can play TF2 pretty well, but TF2 is TF2.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, well, it works. Oh my god, that's.
Although, personally, I would like, if anything, I'd go for more like a Hackintosh type thing. Like,
yeah, I definitely think
throw
about that.
throw a Mac
but
OS on.
The thing is, Hackintosh laptops
PC.
are basically almost impossible to make for newbies. I think.
Well,
Don't quote me on that.
That's I don't entirely know the whole process because I've never wanted Mac OS enough to make a Hackintosh.
Yeah, I know.
But a lot of people do really like the OS, and if that's
Yeah.
something that you want, then
Also, do you
there's that.
think that no, it's a bit off topic, but do you think now that Razer has like gaming phones and stuff, do you think phones will ever be a bigger part of gaming than they are now?
Oh.
Maybe bigger, but they will. I don't think they'll ever pass up consoles or computers. And really, I think a lot of the future is going to be in VR.
Oh, I have to agree with that. That is very true. VR gaming,
And especially
is-
cool things like augmented reality are becoming a thing now too.
They kind of are, I think already. I think
Or, yeah,
Microsoft,
they were, but like they're still a little bit like in development. You know what I'm saying?
Microsoft is actually making a. It's making a
The
headset.
HoloLens,
Yeah. But I think they're not selling it to like the
or
public.
is there like a new one now?
No, they're not selling it to the public, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some as soon as I can because they look really cool. And like, I remember seeing like a trailer for one thing. I don't think this was the HoloLens specifically, but like, or it might have been like some sort of like augmented Minecraft game where you can like interact with like the real world as like a Minecraft game.
Oh,
And
I
it-
think
it
I've heard
looked
of
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. I need to get like an Oculus Rift or something because I really do want a VR system of some sort.
Yeah, me too. but
Okay,
they're just
not really
expensive.
to me, but I was thinking I also want to try to get a VR headset just because, like,
The thing is,
I really want to see how that.
if you
see
have
how
like
much-
a
how
small
that finite
space, I would not
VR
recommend it. If you have like a really
I
small
want to see how
space-
that Five Nights at Freddy's VR is going to work. I really want to see how that would
Wait, there's a Five Nights at Freddy's
be.
VR.
Like that looks official and it's coming, but there's already a fan made one, but this official one's going to be. I just want to see how that looks. 'Cause, like that would be such an experience.
I know it must be so weird.
I wanna like get it mostly for things like Beat Saber and stuff.
Really? That's a
Yeah, Beat Saber.
yeah.
Well, not like that specifically, but like that's one of the things that are in VR. Beat Saber, like other games that have like VR support, like Subnautica, it has VR support.
Oh yeah,
and,
it does.
No Man's Sky is about to get support for it,
Yeah, that
and
must.
like
Yeah, I wonder what. Do you think VR development is an art form of its own? Because be honest, that's like for example, you're not exactly. You're not exactly.
or are you
stuck in
talking about
place.
like the VR console itself,
I guess-
or
Yeah, I guess itself, and I mean its own
I wouldn't-
development. Do you think it's
I
an
wouldn't
art form in
call
terms
it-
of immersion?
I wouldn't call the VR headset an art, but rather a means of viewing it, I guess.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Also,
Like, yeah.
there hasn't been. What surprises me though YouTube has support for VR videos, but I guess since not everyone has a VR headset, it's not that popular. Because it surprises me
Yeah,
that there aren't more VR videos.
well, there's like the ones that are VR, you don't have to necessarily have a VR headset for. You can like watch it on phone and move your phone around, and it'll like let you look at different angles with your phone.
Then why is it like it's not exactly as popular as we thought it would be? Because like if you can even move your phone and do that, then I guess people just don't want to move their phone around. Because they're not as
Well, it's
popular as
not
they were.
necessarily that. It's the sort of camera you need to record a 360 view.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because like I know Minecraft has like VR support and other games have like VR
Well,
support, but it's hard to kind of
not
record it.
just that, but there's I don't really understand if there is the sort of software to record in VR to where you yourself can look around. I mean, you can record yourself looking around in the game, but is there but as in being in a virtual reality thing and recording in all directions in the VR, I don't know if there's really software for that yet. Is there?
Yeah, I've seen ads for like cameras that can record 360 video and stuff. There's definitely
Well, yeah, no,
equipment out there.
cameras like as in recording things in real life, but what about like in a VR thing, like
Yeah,
VR
that's what I'm
chat or
saying.
something?
There's a oh gosh, I think Elgato has like a green screen box that you can use. I think there's a YouTuber called Draw Vijazza. I'm not sure if you've seen him, but he
Yep.
uses it. You've seen Draw Vijazza?
Yeah, I watch his videos to with art. I practice art.
Yeah, he has a few number of videos where he doesn't record his VR headset. He records himself and he uses the green screen box to kind of put himself into space.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It surprises me that I mean, I know the equipment is still kind of in beta and it's still kind of expensive, but you would think there would be more. I don't know. There's just something about it
I don't
that's
know. I mean, I think that it would be pretty difficult for like the average user like you and me to do,
oh yeah, definitely. But I mean,
and
like
that's
bigger
probably
YouTubers.
why. But like, as
Yeah,
for the people who can do it, I think that they probably have a good amount of content that you can see.
yeah, I guess
Like
so.
a
Quick.
lot of there like you can look up like virtual environment videos like on YouTube that are just kind of like there to like look cool and stuff, like you going through like space or something like that in a
Yeah.
VR sort of thing.
The funny thing is, if you record something in 3D, if you mess up, you can view it from all angles.
Yeah, that's true.
Quick, I want to apologize for muting myself so much, but my family has no idea what knocking is.
Oh no, that's fine, man. Don't worry about that.
I can relate to that.
I
Yeah,
also can relate to that.
yeah.
I have
We can all
anxiety
relate
that
to
someone's
that.
gonna walk in here
Yeah, well,
and
yeah,
I'm gonna be talking.
yeah. Well, that's fine.
All right. Well,
Now, this is a bit of a weird question. Do you ever think artwork or any type of form of art will transpire to VR? Because it kind of already has with Tilt Brush and other tools for making art. But do you ever think it'll be used as a main medium for making art for maybe a game or something?
no, I don't think so.
You don't think stuff like Tilt Brush will work for that? Maybe 3D modeling?
Oh, what exactly is Tilt Brush specifically?
Okay,
Because
so
I'm not familiar with it.
I think Google has I forget the name for the Google tool, but Google and another company have different tools to make art in VR, and one of the biggest ones is
Oh,
Tilt Brush.
okay.
Yeah, one of the biggest ones is Tilt Brush because you can literally use your controller and kind of like paint in space, and it like floats around, and you can make different
Oh,
artworks.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that I'd say probably has huge potential.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's a channel called Make Anything on YouTube, which they usually make their 3D models, the more organic ones. They use a VR headset and they kind of mold it out in 3D and then they 3D print it, and it looks very organic. But I forget
Cool.
they use the Google
Oh,
tool. I forget what it's called. So yeah, what do you think that's
all
gonna
right.
end up going to?
Uh, making stuff.
Yeah, but do you ever think it's gonna be used as a main medium?
Well, I wouldn't argue that it would ever be a main. Say that it'd probably be a popular option.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's probably my bad. It's probably my internet. What do you
Mhm.
think that
Yeah,
there's
no,
some
me
sort
too.
of art form that will arise from the coming years? Because video games, they is from what we've talked about, we kind of consider them an art form, but they're fairly recent compared to other forms of art. They're fairly recent. Do you think that in the future there's going to be some sort of new art form? And if you do you think you have an idea of what it will be?
Hmm.
I don't really know. We have a lot of stuff covered already.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that there's going to be some sort of new entertainment other than games coming up?
I believe so, but I have no idea what that one may be.
Well, of course, people are always going to keep thinking of new ideas to have fun. That's just a given.
And do you
Till
think...
our AI overlords take over and destroy us all, but that's not here.
That
That's
sounds
neither
like
here
fun.
nor there.
Yeah. And do you think...
One actually
Yeah, go ahead.
kind of cool idea I actually had to that I want to like set up one day is I'm gonna like set up like some like cars, right? Like built like go-karts and stuff with like sort of like gun things mounted on it, right? And it's gonna be kind of like a war against like each other, but it'll like use like radio signals that shoots out of the gun and like can like disable each other's vehicles and stuff like that.
Oh, like
Car
laser
laser
tag.
tag.
Yeah, kind of like laser tag, pretty much, except
Yeah.
instead of infrared radio signals and
Yeah. So it's
yeah,
kind
it straight up just stops the car if
Yeah.
you get hit.
So, what do you think? Would you consider older video games to be quote unquote classics compared to nowadays? Do you think that... What do you think would count as a
Oh.
classic video game?
I think a classic would be one that's 10 years old.
More than 10 years old?
Yeah, so I'd consider Minecraft and TF2 a classic.
Yeah, definitely. I get what you mean.
Ones that like are because like that's a whole decade behind. You know, there's definitely a lot more
Yeah, oh my
things
God,
that have
it's
been
already
put
been
out
a
since
decade.
that, and I would
Jeez.
definitely call that a classic. It's something that, and like especially because like TF2 and Minecraft were kind of like the first of their kind each.
I would say...
Well,
I guess-
okay, I'm sorry. No, that's not what it
Yeah,
was.
'cause I mean,
it was
it's Team
they're,
Fortress 2.
they're the first ones that popularized it. That's what it was.
Because like there's already a Team Fortress, but
Minecraft and TF2 popularized their own genres,
yeah, they kind
and
of...
that's and the ones that remain so timeless are the ones that really do popularize their own genre. Like Minecraft popularized the whole survival and crafting and
Sandbox game.
harvesting type, and
Yeah.
sandbox. It was the first thing to really popularize that idea, and
That's true.
TF2 was the first one to really popularize class shooters. Like, of course, there was like the original Team Fortress, which was like it was a mod of what was it?
I think
What
it
game
was
was
Quake or Doom.
it? Quake, yeah. It was Quake. It was definitely Quake.
Yeah. Okay.
Although Doom is another classic that also
Yeah.
basically
That one
popularized the
popularized
entire
shooters.
first-person shooter genre.
Yeah.
Dude, Doom, I play the classics so much with like mods and stuff, like Brutal Doom. I play that.
the
Yeah,
Doom
I've heard
mods?
that Brutal Doom is like one of play with it, and I'm cutting out, aren't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I'm watching my green circle. Saw it stop being a green circle.
Yeah, sorry. But what were you saying though?
Let's see, hold up, I'm gonna change my
What is that
sensitivity a
little
little bit.
rumble I just heard?
Wait, what?
All right, I think my sensitivity is good now.
Yeah, if you hear weird noises in the background, there's just people here have no mufflers, so there's gonna be car noises occasionally. I'm sorry about that.
God, I hate that.
Yeah, people just have no mufflers. They just like it. Like,
Unfortunately.
Just listen, and someone's gonna come to your house and destroy your car because you ruined their good night's sleep last night.
I would say that, but geez, okay. Yeah, so
That person will be me. I will come to your house and key your car till it's nothing but a tiny little stub.
So let's just I'm gonna point this out. This isn't controversial. I'm not trying to make this controversial. But in your own opinion, emphasis, your own opinion, would you say games have improved or would you say games have improved, or do you think they're worse now?
Well, of course, like over time, there's only room to improve. You know.
Yeah.
There's always new ideas that can be made, and the old games are still there to keep being played. So I don't see how it could ever really get worse. I mean, there are other games that get released that aren't very good. Cough, cough, Fortnite.
Ooh,
No.
no.
like here's what I'm thinking. They're not. I'm not gonna say they're not improving, but some of these games can be so redundant. They're just a copy of each other, and the excessive amounts of the same exact game being made over and over again is pretty.
What is that
I
sound
can
effect?
agree with that.
I heard
Oh
this.
yeah, that's my ring. That's my notification sound on my phone.
He's the
Yeah. Also, I gotta say though, I gotta respect older games for pushing the limits of their consoles. Like I've seen, for example,
Yeah.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear was like compared to other games on the PS1, it was really, really complicated and not complicated. What's the word? Complex. It was very
Yeah,
complex
yeah,
for its
and
time.
that's another thing that I'm almost kind of sad about in terms of Valve, right? Because Valve used to make all of the new cutting edge games, like the ones that did new ideas and
Valve
stuff,
can't
and now
count to
they
three.
don't really make much new games at all for the most part. I mean, they have a few, but not nearly on the scale that they used to, and
I mean,
it's kind of sad.
they make enough money on Steam
What
as it is, so they don't really need to. That's
what
the sad
upsets
part.
me the most is about Valve is I really enjoyed Half-Life 2, and I played through all of it, and then we have not gotten
Mhm.
Half-Life 3, and we're probably not going to get it at all.
Actually,
I
there
mean-
has been news on it. Valve actually is working on it again. They did
Really?
stop for a while, but they're actually working on it again.
Why exactly have they waited so long, though?
A lot of people sort of lost interest after the main person who wrote the story for the original Half-Life games retired.
Oh,
And you have seen the Epistle 3, haven't you?
What? No, the thing
Epistle
is,
3.
I actually never played any Half-Life game. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not a game. What it was is after Valve basically decided they weren't gonna publish Episode 3 of Half-Life 2. What happened was I think his name's Mark Laidlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he released all of what the ending to the whole Half-Life 2 story was supposed to be
Oh, dang.
in a thing
Into it.
called Epistle 3 on the internet. Of course, he also though
Oh,
he
okay.
changed the names of some of the characters and big things because Valve still had that copyrighted, but he basically released it in the form of a different thing.
And how do people figure out though?
It was very obvious by looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Like once you started reading it, it was very obvious that it was the continuation of what happened with Half-Life.
It was like his rage story. Like he quit Valve and he was like, no, I'm gonna release this
So
anyway. screw you."
episode 3 won't ever be released because that was no actually so there's actually community projects being worked on now called like I think it was like Project Lambda and like I forgot what the other one was, but they're trying to basically make that other game based on Epistle 3. They're trying to take what the story was written out as and make it into the game.
Oh,
That's
cool.
neat.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
it looks really promising. It should actually probably release within next year, I think, and possibly
Oh.
even the end of this year.
So
Yeah, that's cool. I just think like making the Half-Life 3 into a document, that's cool, but I wouldn't really read it because I want the immersion.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
I
true, that's
mean,
a big
I
part of
read it because
games.
I thought that because I was basically under the impression that they weren't ever going to make the next thing. So I was like, well, you know what? I might as well at least know how it ends since like it was left off on such a hanger with episode 2, you know?
Yeah, I'm just picking on what I want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your opinion on movie recreations of games?
Bad.
They can be good, but they are a lot of times done bad.
Yeah. What do you think is the main reason for that, though?
Either, one main thing is the same people who make the game aren't the same people who make the movie, and there isn't a direct correlation in, like, it's not the technically official story that they're going off of then. It's more their interpretation of it, or it almost becomes more like canon than it does actual like official.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
And a lot, like for example, like the Assassin's Creed movie, or there was actually a Doom movie too, and that one
Ew.
Oh my
Was
god, yeah, there was a Doom
poopy.
There was a Doom
That-
movie. Like
but
it's
they're
a-
actually
The newer Doom movie, like,
there's
Yeah.
a
being
newer one.
already panned by the people who are working on it.
Wait, what?
In the Doom
Oh
movie,
no, there's actually a new Doom movie that's being worked on now that looks a lot more promising. So I don't know how that one's going to be. It might
a
be
new
really
one?
good.
Well, to be
Well,
fair,
it's not out yet. It's being worked on.
to be fair,
And
the effects
looks
of
like
the
it might be
time,
okay.
the effects of the original Doom movie at the time weren't exactly the very best for that kind of movie.
Well, that's not what made it bad. It was the outline of the story that made it bad. They pretty much never went into hell, which is where like the main thing of Doom is. There's hardly like I can't remember all the stuff, so I want to make sure I'm not like saying something that's wrong. But basically, they kind of strayed really far from what Doom was actually supposed to be.
It was Doom Light.
In the movie, I remember The Rock was one of the actors. On Twitter, he literally bashed the movie itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was that. He
Kinda
was like
like,
Ryan Reynolds and Green Lantern.
But I was about to say that. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Green Lantern. Like that one dude was like listing off like movies that like Ryan Reynolds has been in. He was like, "Yep, I've been in that." And then like just after every movie, it's like, "Oh yeah, I was in that one."
Wow.
This movie, oh yeah, really good movie.
You must really hate the
Green
movie.
Lantern, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, okay, moving from that, talking about on the topic of recreations, what do you think of the recreation of some classic games? Like, I think there was like, what do you think about Doom 2016?
Well, like, yeah, I was about to say that's like a perfect example. That one was done really well because when at the original time of like Doom being made, it was like really fun, but it wasn't really focused that much on the actual lore. Because like as the creator of it, or no, not the creator, but like one of the people working on it, like basically said, you don't really need a super full-fledged story. You just kind of expect it to be there. So that's kind of what it was.
Actually, that was the creator who said that.
Was it the creator? Okay.
Yeah, I paid attention to the.
So what?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But
Oh, and Sonic
in
Mania
the
did one
2016 one though, it adds a lot more meaning to the lore and stuff, and it looks pretty nice. And
It does
I
look nice.
think that, and I think in terms of recreations, it's just one of those things that can be done well or can be done really bad.
Yeah, I just think it's like you can definitely tell, which I think game developers they need to take their time sometimes because I think they rush it a lot. Because I know you need to like make money on a game and stuff, but when you rush out a game, you can definitely tell.
Sorry, one second, I'm getting called.
It's fine, but you can like definitely tell when the game is like rushed because it looks broken or missing. Like something's not there.
I feel that I think it was Bethesda who made a new Doom, wasn't it?
I believe so. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think it was. Well, ID Software, the people who made the original Doom, I remember they made Doom 1, Doom 64, Doom 2, and all that.
Doom 64.
Then they made Doom. Yeah, there's a Doom game on the 64. Nintendo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's made by the original creators. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
But yeah, I played it. They made Doom 3 too, and that was terrible. No one really liked it.
Oh yeah.
It was just, it did not capture the Doom spirit, and then Bethesda come along with, well, Doom 2016, or as some people call it Doom 4, and I think they
Bethesda was
captured the
like,
spirit.
hold my beer.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
they did it better than the original people. So
Wow. Yeah, it was definitely a very nice recreation of what I believe the original creators wanted to make. Thing is, the original creators obviously had like very big limitations, but.
But here's the thing, I think
Yeah.
Doom 3 was not as much of a hit as the first two, or Doom 64, because one of the main people with ID Software when they started, I think it was only like a 5-people team, John Romero, who was basically the spirit of Doom, and he got, I think, fired from the team before Doom
Yeah.
3 release,
I think
and
he's
so
making
they
like
didn't have him.
he's still working on like a WAD or something that he was gonna release it out of a box, like an official thing.
Yeah, it was, he was working on recreations of the original Doom's maps, and it was really sick. I'm not sure if he's still working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played a few, like, he made 2 WADs from what I know. I think it was E1M7 or E1M4, and another one.
Yeah, I haven't played that forever, so. I remember I played Doom when I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, I should not be playing this.
Yeah, I never played Doom when I was a kid. I've been playing it recently.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I there?
I'm here. I just don't know what to add to the conversation
No, I mean,
because
like,
I don't
what do
have
you,
anything to add.
What do you think on recreations of classic games?
I think that it's a good way to bring a good game to a new generation.
Yeah, but from your experience, have you had a good experience
played
with
the
recreations?
I played the 3D remake of Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, they recreated all the Zelda games, didn't
Yeah.
It was, and I thought it was like something new, to be honest, because I was a dumb kid. But then when I found it was all like, oh well, now I kind of feel bad for thinking it was
Yeah, I had the same
an old
experience.
thing that you remade.
I had the same
You
experience
see,
with the Game
Like,
Boy
it-
version of Mario.
Here's,
Because,
I'm
here's
back.
the other thing, like
hello.
Hi.
old game, and some people see these old games and want to experience them, but they don't have the original console or the game.
Yeah.
There's a
see,
remake to bring it back.
Yeah.
with Zelda 3D, like it was basically just the same exact game with like different graphics and a few different things, but like going back to the 64 system, you have Mario 64, and the DS version remake of that wasn't just a remake with better graphics. They had different characters and different places to go. I
Oh
thought that was-
yeah, and they had like a multiplayer mode, didn't they?
yeah.
Yeah. Also, one of the best recreations nowadays, I gotta say, is probably Resident Evil 2 for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
That was a really nice remake. That took a lot of love and care to make. You can definitely tell. And I think, like, I don't know, I just think game developers should have a bit more, like, they should definitely make sure the actual game is enjoyable. Like, I know it's more of a personal opinion kind of thing, but sometimes it just seems like game developers just don't play their own game.
I believe the original Resident Evil 2 was on the Nintendo 64, and I played snippets of it. I never really played
Yeah,
the
it was-
entire thing, though.
No, wasn't it PS1? I don't know.
It was PS1, I think, Nintendo 64, because I remember my brother had a copy of it
Oh,
a while
okay.
back ago.
Yeah.
I'll
The
probably
only-
never experienced like N64 and GameCube stuff because my dad
Man, there was...
he has like the old stuff like the original NES and I think the SNES.
Whoa!
He got out of gaming around the time that those started to come out. I'm like, really?
dang.
You had to get out right then?
Dang.
You couldn't have stayed for a bit longer? You have the original Xbox and SNES, and you're sitting here without the GameCube and stuff with more iconic titles, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really mad. I'm just
No, I
That's
get it,
what
I get it.
emulators are for, if you got a strong enough PC.
Well, Dynamic, you there? You able to talk real quick? He muted Mike.
he's,
Yeah, he's muted.
I think he got distracted again.
Well, never mind. I just want to thank you guys for being here so much. I want to thank Dynamic, Bama Barif, and Dabski for joining me on this journey. And, I mean, we kind of touched on this topic already before, so I tried to kind of keep it different. But games are just, oh, they really are.
Sorry for the dogs.
dog? Are you killing a dog?
Sorry,
No.
one sec.
It's fine. But I just want to thank everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you have any suggestions for the next topic or the next art topic, just leave it down below or in the Twitch chat if you're watching. Thank you so much for watching, and other than that, I hope you had a good night. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Later, skaters.
Yeet.